What is going on, Neon Nation? Welcome back to the Neon Arcade for some more Cyberpunk 2077 news. In today's episode, we have a colorful new image from PROJEKT Red in celebration of a Japanese holiday, an interview with Mike Pondsmith dissecting the Cyberpunk IP, statements from CDPR about the state of the world, how they're handling things and delays, some new Cyberpunk 2077 merch, and an update on the release date of a Cyberpunk lorebook. Get 15% off high-quality metal art from Displate, featuring officially licensed designs. Check out the link in the pinned comment and the description. First off, we have a brand new image of a character using what appears to be a Braindance headset. Now, we saw the female variant a while ago, but this was tweeted out by CDPR Japan in celebration of White Valentine's Day. This character is absolutely bursting with color and has some really interesting hair, and many have likened him to this Ekko skin from League of Legends. Definitely strikes me as a similar Asian looking character to this one from the Style Over Substance poster, and if this is indicative of our character customization options, I know a lot of people are going to be happy. You gotta love the retro-futuristic clothing choices as well. Next, we have a statement from CDPR regarding changes they're making while in the final stretch of development for Cyberpunk 2077 based on current events. It reads as follows. Dear all, many of you are probably wondering how things are at CD Projekt Red and how current events are influencing our day-to-day operations. Here's a short update. Over the past week, we've been adapting to the situation and gradually rolling out preventative measures across our entire organization. We've also been upgrading equipment and infrastructure and working towards enabling our employees to work remotely from the safety of their homes. Today, as a result of that preparation, CD Projekt Red switched to full remote work for as long as needed. We think this will grant every team member the highest level of safety. And while this is all a bit new to everyone, we are rising to the challenge and showing no signs of stopping in our effort to bring you some kick-ass role-playing action in September. Stay safe, everyone. For fans, this is great news as there were some worries that this disruption would invariably lead to a second delay. Now, although that isn't out of the realm of possibility, Reds have been praising IT and logistics teams for their preparedness in getting everyone set up at home, and from what I've been seeing, maybe a cozy home environment is a nice change of pace. I know for me personally, it is incredibly hard for me to stay focused at home, but I have no doubt that these guys will be killing it wherever they are. Moving on, we have updates about the World of Cyberpunk 2077 lorebook from Dark Horse. In previous videos, we mentioned that the date of the release of this book would likely change to after the release date of Cyberpunk 2077. Dark Horse, however, has swooped in to reinforce that the initial date of release of these is not going to be pushed back, assuming no supply chain interruption. This has me a little torn, as I'm pretty sure a lengthy lorebook is going to spoil at least some of the world before actually playing it, although knowing me, I'll probably exhibit zero self-control and read the entire thing cover to cover as soon as I get it. If you did order this book or are planning to get it, this is something to think about. We also have a 2077 comic book which was hinted at a while back, featuring the writing of some of the devs on the actual CDPR team. We do get a brief glimpse of the pages here and maybe something story related, but it's really hard to tell what's going on. If you have any wild theories, drop them in the comments below. We also have a keynote speech with Mike Pondsmith, the creator of Cyberpunk 2013, 2020, and Red, where he breaks down IPs and their fluidity in becoming any type of media. He dissects what kind of traits an intellectual property needs and how these needs transform from books to movies to video games to tabletop RPGs, and overall it's a super interesting talk if you're into the design of media. He makes mention that Cyberpunk had been licensed before, but CDPR is doing what he deems as the most successful licensing attempt with an entry into video games, and that Silverhand was designed to be a character who can be out on the silver screen, in games and books, an example of what makes the Cyberpunk IP more potent. He also talks about the Witcher games and their Netflix adaptations, and again, it's a talk worth watching, so I'll link it in the pinned comment and description for you guys. Finally, we have a collaboration between Donut Backpacks and CDPR for this beast right here. I gotta say, it's a pretty snazzy looking backpack, but dear lord, that price tag. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of most of the items Cyberpunk related so far that we've seen, and this is one of them, but I'll take a hard pass based off that price, which if you think about it is more than the game itself. As always, thanks for watching guys, please stay safe, and for more Cyberpunk, join Neon Nation by subscribing to the Neon Arcade.